On today's adventure, we bought a Sprinter van through CRAIGSLIST on Hawaii, and it's time to move into our new home. Building shelves, sinks, and storage is only the beginning of our newest adventure. Can we survive van life on Hawaii?
So we just landed in Lahui, Kauai. We've been traveling all day, had an 8-hour flight and then a short little 40-minute flight from Honolulu. We're getting our bags and
We're gonna get into our van. It's literally outside somewhere over there. I've never seen it before. I've never met the guy that I bought it from, but his name is Josh and he sounds pretty awesome. So we're gonna get to meet Josh and we're gonna get to meet our van as soon as our bags come. At this point, it had been over 1 month since we bought the van while living in Tulum, so we were both insanely nervous and excited to see it for the very first time.
Checkpoint.
I'm nervous.
It should be here any minute now. That's it. That has to be it.
That's it.
That's it.
That's it. Oh my god, he's driving towards us.
He's driving so slow, it's driving me insane.
Baggage from Hawaiian Airlines.
Oh my gosh.
Look at him.
The van is here. Oh my goodness. I'll grab him in a second. Welcome to your new party van! It's so good to meet you. It's the first time.
I'm Ellie.
Oh
Nice
my
to meet
god.
you.
It's so beautiful.
Oh, I'm so glad that you liked this way.
As we loaded up our new home with the few bags we had to our name, it was finally beginning to feel real. She was more beautiful than the pictures and videos we had seen. Gorgeous.
Okay, there you go. What time is it supposed to be?
There's only 2 seats, so I'm on the bed.
I'm trying to replace the window wipers for you guys.
Welcome home.
Good morning from our first full day in the van. So the last we saw you, we had just picked up our van, and yesterday we did a whole bunch of little things before we went to bed. We went and we got some groceries, we cleaned up all of our bags and everything, so it's a little more manageable, but we still have a lot of work to do on our van.
Yes, our stuff is still kind of all over the place, but we're enjoying our first sunrise here in Hawaii. We're super happy.
There's a very, very long list of things that we need, but we're basically trying to improve the van and our life here one day at a time. Every day that we go to bed, we want to be just a little bit more comfortable in the van, so that's where we're headed off to. How you doing?
There's things everywhere. No place to put them. We're struggling in the little spaces. But look, a mirror.
We've been in Home Depot for like 3 hours. That's not actually true, but it feels like it. And we bought a whole bunch of stuff to upgrade the van. And instead of relying on other people on the island for their tools, I just figured I'd get this one instead. So let's get building.
Lights.
Progress is progress.
We had to get lights. It was an essential. It was a priority today.
It's been a little while since we last spoke, but we've just been buying a whole bunch of stuff for the van. And today, we're gonna build this sink, which is just a hole right now. So we'll see how that goes. We bought like a whole bunch of stuff from Home Depot and Walmart. Specifically, we're setting up our gray water tank system, which cost about $50 for all the necessary plumbing supplies. Oh yeah, it's like loading a gun. Wait, hold on. Maybe I should read the manuals, or should I just turn it on?
Be careful.
That's gonna be me in like 10 minutes.
Doesn't know what he's doing.
Oh, these are my safety glasses. Measure twice and then cut once. It's cut, yeah, it's exactly what I wanted. And then, oh my gosh, that was so easy. We're connected to this pipe now. Incredible.
No, that's our...
Was this the testing water? Oh my goodness, do it again just a little bit. Oh my god, there's water coming through it. It's not leaking. Oh my goodness. Look at it, beauty. It's so beautiful. It's not janky at all. We did all of this from my workshop here in the Walmart parking lot. Back outside in the workshop, it was time to cut some wood for the mirror over the sink. Since the van walls are curved, I made a spacer from the cut wood to secure the bottom of the frame so it wouldn't swing while we drove around. One fun part about working on the van in public spaces is that we aren't exactly inconspicuous, so many people like this guy would come right up to us and ask us about the van and our lives here on Hawaii.
Say hi. Alright, so today we are building shelves for this wall right here. Blake is in the little workshop right outside.
With storage becoming a major issue, we decided to design and build these shelves to hold mason jars for some much needed space. After designing, we first cut all the different pieces of wood to their correct size, which took a while. After some measuring and marking, it was time to drill and screw the wood together, and just like that, we had a shelf. I'm just gonna put all of our mason jars filled with who knows what, and through the power of editing, I'm gonna make one more right now. Boom! Now we got two.
Talk to me about the next step.
Alright, it's the next morning and we bought some black paint and we think they're just gonna look a little bit nicer with the black paint. So while I'm waiting for those beautiful shelves to dry, I've come in here to fix a problem. The problem was that this starts drooping because it's not connected to the wall and you can actually pull it out from the wall over here. So what I've done is I've put an L bracket in here and I'm going to put another one right over here to fix that problem. And then when you push down on it, it doesn't do anything anymore. Alright, so now we're going to address a problem that's at the back of the van, and it's specifically with our boots, because our boots and our shoes take up so much space back here and we really don't have a lot of space, as you can see. And when you have chunky boots like these ones and these ones, you don't have a lot of space. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna utilize the doors. We have this shoe storage thing, which I've conveniently cut in half as this very squeaky truck goes behind me. Thank you. Thank you for that squeakiness. And it's gonna hang from the door like so. Bada boom, bada bing. Now that right there, some convenient storage, if you ask me. Ellie loves it so much that I'm gonna put another one right here.
Easy. This means I can buy more shoes.
It is hot, but since it's hot, these have all dried pretty well. So I have this wood underneath it so I don't drill into this if I go through it. Honestly, at the end of the day, if you're doing this in your house, you might want to use a level, but we're like barely ever parked on like a level surface, so we're using guidelines like this. What do you think?
So good.
So good?
Blake should retire and become a carpenter.
Yeah, this is such good work on this, right? I'm just kidding. Not really.
It looks good. What are you doing?
I'm just shaving. This is where I'm gonna shave, and that's where I'm gonna shower. So it is Saturday, and we've been here for 6 days now, and we are parked at a beach day that has a very special occasion going on. So today is the 15th annual Anahola Beach boogie boarding competition, or body surfing competition. And there are so many cars here, so many people here. So the way that these kind of competitions work, same with surfing competitions, is they'll have heats that go out and you'll hear an air horn blast, and then a whole bunch of people will like run from the buoy into the actual like scoring zone where all the waves are. And there is a scoring booth with a whole bunch of judges right behind where I was shooting from. And I learned all this from talking to my friend David, who's actually shooting for the event some video. And David is a very, very talented cinematographer. So I've seen some of his stuff, and so hopefully this will come out great. So that's all I have today from this competition. We're actually headed up north to do some surfing of our own. So So let's take you there before Ellie gets too hungry. Alright, so we're about to head up north, and we're about to do something that I've been kind of dreading since we ever got in the van, and it is filling it up. In Kauai right now, diesel is how much?
$5.
$5 a gallon. I have no idea how big this tank is, which is probably something I should know. We have 2 little bars left, and we have to fill it all the way back up. How much money do you think it's gonna be?
$115.
That's probably not far off. We'll see, we'll see.
Almost $100.
Honestly, it could have been worse. So as the first week in the van comes to a close, and you probably noticed this video is a little bit different than others, we just want to end it with our highs and lows of the week because it's our first time in the van. My high this week was getting into the van for the first time at the airport, meeting Josh there, and just kind of seeing it for the first time in person. It was just euphoric. And my low of the week was waking up pretty much every single day at 4 a.m. to work, which I'll have to do tomorrow as well.
I'm gonna start with my low. So my low was just things are everywhere. You know, there's not enough storage in the little van. So it's just like our clothes and there's sand and just things, you know, don't really have a place. Definitely my high though is like did a really good job of like building the exact shelves that I showed him and putting in the mirror and just starting to kind of get some stuff for the van to feel a little bit more homey.
So as we sat there watching this amazing sunset, we couldn't help but to feel van life would be no walk in the park for us. Just 1 week ago, we landed on Kauai and walked into a van with no bathroom, sink, or shower and made it our home. We were exhausted from the constant work on our home and always being on the move, but tomorrow we start a new week with new challenges, living out of our still unnamed Big Blue Beauty.
We'll see you next week on today's adventure.
Bye-bye.